Hi, it's Tommy Oldham here, and I've got cup fever, well, trophy fever, because today is the start of the FA Trophy, and I'm looking forward to it. A realistic chance of getting to Wembley and winning a trophy. I felt last season was an opportunity missed, but this year we've got a chance to go all the way. People say, well, the league comes first, why not both? Hello everyone and welcome to Story of the Blues. Happy New Year everyone. I know it's been a while, but it's good to be back. And today I'm looking ahead to our FA Trophy game at home to Hendon. The road to Wembley continues today, and we're going to this game with high hopes, good optimism, as we obviously currently occupy a playoff spot. But before that, let's just have a quick recap of what's gone on since I last did a Story of the Blues. So, the first thing was the Bournemouth game that got called off. It was a late postponement. By all accounts, the referee left its players off both teams, and some of the players on ours and on theirs didn't want to play it. There was stories that Bournemouth were up for the Christmas do, but the ground staff took a pasting for it, which is not really, shouldn't have happened, because they do a good job, the ground staff. And often a local referee will call it off, but again, it was down to the actual appointed referee, and he used to leave it to the players. We then had Mickle over in the FA Trophy. Again, I didn't go to it. We made hard work of it, but we beat them. We did it on pens. Then, obviously, we went and won away at Solihull at the Boundary Park Alert Systems Christmas Bash. Darren Royal said at half-time when we were losing, Mickey Mellon had threatened to postpone their Christmas do that night. And the second half, went out and did the business. Again, I was watching the videos. It was great to see so many limbs when we scored. Second half, and Josh Stones, who came on loan temporary, a cracking little player in the short time he's been here. He's made an impact, and I would love to have him back. We then had back to reality, great Gateshead at home, where we took the lead. Thought, oh yeah, we're going to go on and win this. And in true style, we failed to disappoint. It was also good that day to speak to Gateshead fan Dan Bell and Jan, who was over from Frankfurt. And a shout out to Oldham fan Jordan Francis, who I don't see often. He lives in Torquay, but he's currently in the armed forces. He lives up Middlesbrough. Then on Christmas Day was the video of the players in the dressing room and saying they didn't want to work Christmas Day. Again, Christmas Day, I wouldn't want to work, and I've got no issue with them saying that, but it's about being professional. Footballers know that Boxing Day, New Year's Day, festive fixtures are a big part of our football culture. End of the day, it's common for players to train on Christmas Day. I've heard stories of players having Christmas dinner together. Remember Neil Warnock doing an interview where he said in the afternoon he was always back for the Queen's speech. Reid shouldn't have had his phone out. He shouldn't have been filming it. It's not professional. Again, I don't follow his Instagram, TikTok stories, but at the end of the day, the club had to do something. They were probably right to suspend him when he did, because we had a game 24 hours later. Obviously, I didn't go out at the pool, but by all accounts, the players didn't get a nice reception when they walked on the pitch. We went down 1-0, but then we turned it around, we won, we played well, and like everything, it was forgotten about. And we then followed up with a win at home to Hartlepool. Again, it wasn't a great performance, but we got over that hoodoo. Mellon got a home win under his belt. We then went to Dorking away, a cracking away trip. Good to see some of the Surrey-based Oldham fans, such as the keeper and his mates, Nick the Spurs fan, Bristol Rovers fan. I've absolutely forgot your name, but we had a good crack there again. Mark White put something behind the bar for fans in the fan zone this time. First half was alright, weren't great, but we're in control. Second half they came at us, but we kept our heads up. I know they had a goal disallowed. They could argue twice this year. They've been unfortunate, but if you can win away ugly and you can graft, that to me is a positive sign. And we go into the playoffs in a playoff place going into today's game. So a bit about today's opponents, Hendon. They're located in Brent, London, so they're very, very close to Wembley. They play in the Southern League Premier. They were founded in 1908 and play at Silver Jubilee Park in Kingsbury, which holds just under 2,000 fans. Lee Allinson is their manager. They could have gone into National League South or Conference South a few years back, but they chose not to, financial reasons, which I personally think is, when you look at the amount of clubs now who are struggling, That's not a bad thing. The honours include the European Amateur Cup in 1972-73. Now, from what I gather, I think that's like the non-league version of the Anglo-Italian Cup. They've won the Eastman League twice in 1964-65, 1972-73. They've won the Full Members Cup 3 times, the Eastman League Cup twice, the Athenian League, they were champions of that 3 times. Obviously, they won the London League. They've won the Middlesex Cup, the London Senior Cup, the Middlesex Charity Cup on numerous occasions, the Middlesex Intermediate Cup and the London Intermediate Cup. And obviously they've got a lot of smaller other honours from like when they first were formed, including Finchley and District League. Obviously they'll come here, it's a big day out for them, and they'll come here looking to have a go at us. By all accounts, you only get crowds for around 200 so, but that's the amount of fans going to bring up. And you know what, I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy it when we play new teams, I enjoy it when we play different teams. Obviously, this is the FA Trophy, so they're like we were when we were in League 1 or League 2 playing against Premier League, high opposition teams, and for them they've got nothing to lose, but we should have enough in us to get that job done with and get it out of the way. Obviously we've signed Tom Conlon from Port Vale. To me, this is a game-changing signing. He's a player who for many years, when he played against us for Port Vale, I would have loved to sign him. He's influential, he's good on the ball, he's got a left foot, he's great from set pieces. And a few years back, 442 asked me to name the top 5 players I thought at the time in League 2. And I voted Conlon. I think he was either the number 1 or my second pick. And I think keep him fit, he will be a key instrumental player. I think he'll bring the best out of the other midfielders. And it'll bring much needed experience as well. And he knows from playing against Oldham, the sort of club we are, that we're a big club for this division. It's fair, we're bigger than Port Vale in my eyes. And fingers crossed, he can be that player we've needed, that one who can create something, that player who can dictate play. So today we play Hendon. They play in the Southern Premier Division South. They're from near London, and it's the FA Trophy. Now, it's actually my first FA Trophy game I've been to since we've been in this division. I missed the 2 games last year, and I missed Micklehove. But we should have enough in us to win it in 90 minutes. Worst case scenario penalties. We've got the quality. Don't forget, we beat Hartlepool at home, so Mellon's finally got that home win under his belt, which will give him confidence. And Dorking last week showed we don't have to play great, but we can still win and still grab out results. And that, to me, is a sign that we've made progress. Like people saying, oh, playoffs or FA Trophy. Keep momentum, keep the winning mentality going. Let's get the win, let's get to Wembley twice, and let's celebrate an epic cup run, and fingers crossed, a promotion as well. But today, get the job done with, and get us into the next round. Come on, Oldham. In the terraces, the story of the Blues is back. Bantry Park for the first time this year, and yeah, the heavens have opened, which isn't good for the washing I've got drying at home, hanging out. Tackling. Oh, shocking that. Come on, deal with it. Let him play it. Pressing it back too much. Push on forward and we'll go into it. quid. Oh shit. Pushing the ball away too much time, too many soft challenges, losing the ball too often. Well, let's get the goal now, let's put the game half time, take it into it. One goal will shatter their confidence. So they're not even chasing for the ball, they're happy just to get into the penalties. Bringing it back too much. Forward, push, attack, quick. Up the tempo. Come on, street. Half time, it's 0-0. Half time, 0-0 to the ball game. We don't look up for it at all. It's too much going forward, turning back, passing sideways. These rapid penalties have got no pace inside. One goal and their heads will drop. Let's put the game to bed. Don't really want another penalty shootout or spring players on. We don't need to like Norwood. Going back in. Oh! Oh yeah, play. Come on. Give it him. Sad to see the Hendon keeper, but he's actually made some good saves, so he's kept him in the games at times. For Oldham, well, this could go in our favour now. Out. And ball!
One of you. And again, follow it in.
Morning. Heads to it. Oh! He spilt it! Spilt it! Oh!
Got away with it. Go back, boys.
1-0, we're losing, not surprised one bit. It's been coming.
Unbelievable.
They're celebrating now like they've won the FA Cup. They're just going to sit back now.
Unbelievable.
Replacing number 8, sponsored by Angela Dronsfield, Josh Newton.
Yeah.
Coming onto the field, making his debut. Please welcome number 32, Tom Conlon.
Hey!
Yeah, that's a good shot, that. Launched into an awful. Is that kitchen?
And coming off the field, number 4, sponsored by Lincoln Anthony Clements, Ian Hogan. Coming onto the field, number 3, sponsored by County Courier Services, Mark Kitchen.
Switch it.
Yeah. Oh.
Come on.
Come on, get it in. Oh, too slow.
Bring it over here.
Kitch wants the ball.
Come on. Run at him.
Spinning kicks. Honestly, how much lower can we go? How much lower can we actually think?
They're just going to play the clock down now.
Waste the space. What the hell? It's the stupid thing at Wembley is literally 3 games away. There's no excuse for this. There's just no excuse for it.
One. Have we got it? In. Come on. Oldham. Let's get one back. Let's get it to extra time. 6 minutes added on time. Come on. We can actually win this, not just play from the draw.
That's a lovely
Yeah.
goal.
I'm thinking 6 minutes, get one, get a second, because their heads will drop. It's got an Oldham goal written all over this.
Yes.
Oh. Hendon tonight, let's put it away now. Let's not blow it.
I've just jinxed it, mate.
Yeah.
It's on the pitch. Don't cock this up, lad. Come on. Is it right?
Come on. No, there it.
Is this written?
Come on, come on. Yes!
Get the ball!
Get the ball! Hopefully their heads have dropped now and they'll shatter their confidence.
Get it under!
Oh, we can win this now.
Get it under!
Oh! 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 I don't fucking believe that. Absolutely dropped it. Do you know what? We don't deserve to go through actually. Over all the 90 minutes. That is, yeah, keeper dropped. simple.
He should have had a free header, shouldn't he?
Tom. We'll get another equaliser. That now, they'd soon be quiet. One last effort, one last push. Come on. This game ain't over yet. Come on. In. Oh my God. This is what it means to them.
Gateshead Athletics is our home match on Tuesday night when we welcome Oldham Woods. Tickets are still available as always at the ticket office and our ticketing portal and tickets.athletics.co.uk.
So, before I go on about Oldham's performance, I'm just going to throw out there, credit to Hendon. You won it, you deserved it. You had a better team on the day. I honestly thought at half time you were there for the taking. I thought if we got that goal, your heads would have dropped. And even when we scored in injury time, I thought, right, we're going to get a winner. But you went on and won it. And your fans celebrated like I did over the years when we beat Liverpool, Everton, City, Fulham, Man City in the Cup. And there's absolutely no bitterness from me towards you whatsoever. Obviously, as an Oldham fan, it's disappointing. Is it the end of the world that we've got out the FA Trophy? No. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to win this competition. I wanted us to go to Wembley. But Mellon's job and season will not be based on how well we do in this competition or getting to Wembley. However, like I said, I felt we were good enough to go all the way. The players have let themselves down today, massively. When you're a fan base like Oldham, and you've been starved of success for so long, and you see light at the end of the tunnel, you see a competition, a chance of Wembley, a competition that we actually genuinely believed and thought we had a chance of winning. It's an opportunity today for some of those players in the squad to put themselves about, to remind Mellon that, yeah, I'm here, yeah, I'm still part of the team, yeah, I want to do something, and to show the fans the words, don't you forget about me. That team that started yesterday should have been good enough to have beaten Hendon. There's no excuse for that. Most of them have played games, have started games, they've been involved heavily. And obviously, I grew up hearing stories, not just from Oldham players, but players over the years, young players who've never made it, about the lack of reserve team football at the moment. When players played in reserves and youth teams, they were hungry to get in the first team. And you'd think with the lack of reserve team football at the moment, these fringe players would have been like, right, this is my chance to make a mark. This is my chance to do something. Now, I'm sorry, but if them players were not up for that game, we should have looked to youth teams, the likes of young Atherton, give them a try. Don't forget, we've got young players like Forshaw and Kofi Moore out on loan at clubs who were the same level as Hendon, but in the northern area. And it just makes you laugh because we look at players in the 90s and the legacies they left. Some of our fans are obsessed with Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. I don't give a damn what players do in their spare time as long as they're doing it on the pitch. And there's some of our fans on Twitter who wank over Instagram. Every little thing, oh, they've done this, they've done that. For me, I'd rather see a photo on Instagram of players who are heroes, who are successful, celebrating basically a win, showing off the medals and trophies. But today was a low point for us Oldham fans. Yeah, win on Tuesday and it'll all be forgotten about. Yeah, we can push on for the players and that has to be the priority now. But at the end of the day, these players that weren't motivated, the only way they will not be in the FA Trophy next year is by getting promoted and getting out of this league. And whatever happens, they knew when they joined Oldham, they knew at the start of the season that we're in this division. Every team in this division, we've got to play home and away. So you're going to your Dorkings, you're going to your Maidenhead. And there is a good chance that in the FA Trophy, you would draw a team. you would draw a team, basically, that could be smaller, that could be lower down. And like the players today, you know what? It's me. I understand some people are glad we're out. That's your opinion. Some people didn't want us to progress. But it's keeping that winning mentality going. Keeping that belief going. Obviously now, some of these players who do believe their own hype, who believe, oh, Oldham's the highest they can ever play at, on their own little social media bubble, you've been brought down to earth by Hendon. And I'll tell you now, these Hendon players, you'll see it 20 years to their 30s, it will celebrate this historic moment and what that meant to them. Obviously, the first half was a dull, frustrating affair. It was played with a very slow tempo, with little urgency. Lunchtime Ghana did win the ball often, but wouldn't run at the opponents. They were running backwards, sideways. The defence first half was pretty settled. Obviously, we missed some chances. First half, I thought Raglan and Sutton were not that bad, but obviously the second half went on. They both struggled, as Hendon gained more confidence and came out. We ended the first half the stronger team, and we started the second half the better team, but then we just sat back, and as usual, we invited Hendon to come at us, and when they scored, I wasn't surprised, because apart from Norwell, they came on and took the penalty. We never looked like scoring. Obviously, Mellon picked that team. I've already said he's sure he could have won it, but I think he should have made a sub maybe a bit quicker, just to change the game. Obviously, Hendon refused to let the edge drop. I thought we'd get the second one. We got the winner without having scored penalties, but credit, they went up and got the winner. What Norman was doing for that second goal, I don't know. Yes, Sutton should have followed his man and stayed with him, but Norman should have done more with it. The rest of the defenders, the older heads, should have been shouting to him, reminding him, look, watch, man, the lack of communication, silence on the pitch at times is worrying. Obviously, the thing is, Willoughby, Ward and Lundstrom were all players we signed pre-season. We all had big hopes, good expectations, and they've not really took the chances not to perform. Obviously, Lundstrom did drop back at times on Saturday, but that was a game for the three of them to really make the mark, to really show what they can do. Great game. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch, but he wasn't the best player either. The thing is, though, we need to pass the ball quicker far too often. If Lundstrom and Ghana aren't going to run at opponents, instead of going, they need to find the pass, they need to look who's going to feed the ball through to. But the other players need to move around from a bit more. McGay didn't have a great game. I don't think he played too good at Dorking either. But one positive was the introduction of Walker. I thought he had a good game and it was a good prospect. He's got a bit of pace out wide, which is something we've lacked at times. Obviously, get back to focus now on the league. I still think we'll bring a few more players in. And obviously, at least now we can just aim solely at the playoffs. If we're good enough to get in, that's a different story. We're in there at the moment. It's just maintaining and sustaining in the playoffs. It's aiming for that fourth or fifth place to get home advantage. Ideally third, but I think that's just a bit beyond us. And as expected, the Bournemouth game was called off due to snow. And we sent a right back, Sai Sachdev from Sheffield United. I don't know much about him. He's played for England at youth level, but we want a right back. We've got one. Wish him all the best. And that's the end of this week's Story of the Blues. Unfortunately, I won't be at Eastleigh on Saturday, so it'll be the next home game, which I believe is Woking. I'm going to leave you here with a couple of videos from the last few weeks from games I've not been at, what I've had sent to me, and one or two from Dorking. Anyway, fingers crossed we can get back to winning ways soon. So keep well, keep the faith. I'm Tommy Oldham. I'll see you on the terraces. This is what we sing.
Change it back or we will both be sorry. Jose Baxter, baby! Jose Baxter, oh!